I can send it to, so that I can send it to your classmates, hopefully in WhatsApp, and they can see it. Okay. Um, we were looking at these vocabulary words related to dimensions. Okay. And we're going to look at the large dimensions and the short dimensions. Okay. There was one missing here with wide. Let me put it. It's missing wide. Okay. Very good. All right. So I'm going to go into the internet and I'm going to show you, okay, something that we can probably work with. Okay. Let's see. Uh, all right. Here we go. I think this is a good example. Okay, we can start right here. Okay, and this is just to un to comprehend a little bit the vocabulary words. Okay, the first one is very easy. Okay, from the vocabulary words that we have: length, width, height, thickness, and depth. The box covers these three: one, two, and three. We're going to be talking about length, width, and height. Okay, and the first thing I want you to notice is the grammar. Okay, these are two different ways of asking. Okay, if we use the WH question, what, we're going to use this terminology: length, width, and height. Okay, and if we're going to use the verb to be with is, we're going to use either long or short. We're going to use is it wide, well, is it, and then this or this, and then this or this. Okay, but first let's go back over here. Okay, so we're talking about what is the depth and what is the width and what is the length. Okay, um, for example, the other day, I think I told you this. I was looking for a coffee station. I want to buy a coffee station, and I saw a very pretty coffee station that I want to buy. I'm going to show it to you, okay, so that you can see it. Okay, this is the coffee station that I want to buy. Okay, so what I needed to know was I needed to know the length, the width, and the height. Okay, so if we go back again, I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. Okay, okay, so if I want to know the width, okay, if I want to know the width, okay, I have this option right here. Okay, this is going to be the height. In this case, it says depth. Okay, it says depth because this is the back part of the box. The back part of the box. Okay, if I want to talk about height, in the case of the coffee table, this will be my height. Okay, I'm going to make a drawing right here. A ver si me sale. So from here to here, okay, this is going to be my height. Okay, height, sorry. This is my height, okay? This part right here, okay? Now, if I want to know how wide it is, okay, I'm going to go for length, okay, because this one has 3 dimensions. So this is going to be the length. How long is the table? Okay, so in this case, I'm going to change the color. In this case, this is going to be the length. Okay. All right. Like I said, length. okay? Or this could also be used as the width, okay? How wide is it, okay? Okay, this depends. I'm going to tell you what it depends on. And this part right here, I'm going to change. Ay, me asustó. Hold on. Ah, está René. Sí pudo. Yay. Okay, and I'm going to change, and I'm going to add one more measurement. Okay, I'm going to change the color. Blue. Okay, and from here to here, ¿sí lo ven?
Yes.
Okay, from here to here, this is going to be my depth. Okay, because I need to know how far in or how far out. That's my depth. Okay, and this one changes, okay, depending on if you have an item, if you have a thing, okay, and that thing that you're going to measure has only a height and a width, okay, that's the only thing you have to worry about, okay? But if the object has a height, a width, and a depth, you have to be careful, okay? These measurements, for some reason, in Spanish are different, okay? This stays the same, the height, el alto, okay? And then this part right here, okay, it stays as width, el ancho, alto, ancho, and then this part right here, they call it fondo, which is also the depth, okay? But length and width are very, very similar to one to another, okay? For this kind of object, my suggestion is that the best option is to use the width, okay? I need to know how wide it is. And like I said, in Spanish, they tell you this, alto, ancho, y fondo, okay? Alto, ancho, fondo, okay? And because, you know, if you usually say, for example, if the question is, let me put here the question, what is the length? What is the length? Okay, people might confuse the length and they might give you this as length or they might give you this as length. ¿Qué tan largo es? And then you go largo, and then they say largo para arriba o largo para los lados. Okay, so length is kind of a tricky one. Okay, but if you're using height and you use here length, people are going to understand that this is the length that you're talking about. Okay, and of course the depth is this part right here. Okay, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, and even higher experts would say height A from this point to this point, and then height B from this point to this point. Okay, but that's a little bit different. Okay, so we have here a height, a width, and a depth. Okay, and so I don't remember the exact measurements, but I think this was 140. 1.40 meters, maybe a little bit more. And then this was 70.70 meters. And then this right here was 0.40. Well, I think this is better centimeters. I'm using meters. This was 70 centimeters, something like that. Okay. So more or less these were the measurements. So what is the length? What is the length of the coffee table, Vero?
Of what size?
What is the
Um,
length? Uh-huh.
the length
Yeah, the
that
length.
could be like 7 centimeters.
7? Only 7? Oh,
70.
70. Good. Very good. And what is the height, Yair? What is the height of the coffee table?
1.40 meters.
Very good. And what is the depth of the coffee table, Luisita?
0.40 centimeters.
0.40 centimeters. All right, pretty good. Okay, so let's do another example. Okay, hold on. Imagine you want to buy a particular dining set table. Okay, go back. Okay. Ah, mira, pues aquí está otro. Okay, so here we have the box. See the height, the width, and the length. This one doesn't have depth, for example. Okay, porque no tiene una profundidad. Okay, this is height, width, and length. Aquí cambia. Aquí hablar de profundidad no tiene caso. ¿Qué tan profunda es la caja? Ah, la altura. Height. ¿Qué tan larga es? Right there. ¿Qué tan ancha es? This way. Okay, it depends on the object. It's going to change. See, here's another box. The height, the length, and the width. Aunque sean igualitas las medidas, length and width. Okay, cambian. Aquí está otra vez. Length, width, y aquí lo maneja como depth. All right, but correct is width. A lo que iba. Oh, sorry. Yes. No le puse top view. Sorry. Okay, so here we have a dining table. Okay. It could be, I don't know. Let's grab an easy one. Let's grab this one right here. You want to buy a dining table, okay? And think about your personal space, okay? Think about your personal space in your house. Imagine this is the dining table set that you liked, okay? This is the dining set table that you liked. If we look at the measurements, again, length, long, wide, height, and depth. Olvide esta ahorita, olvide la thickness, okay? Ahorita hablamos de thickness, okay? What measurements would you use? Would you use length to describe the table? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Good. Would you use width to describe the table?
Yes.
Yes. Good. Would you use height to describe the table?
Yes.
Yes. Would you use depth to describe the table?
No.
No. Depth is unnecessary here. Okay, so if we grab the image, okay, of the table, if we grab the image of the table from here to here, ahí lo apunto, from here to here would be what? What would this be?
The length.
The length. Okay, good. This would be length. All right. And then if we grab from here to here, oh, if we grab from here to here, what would that be? Acuérdese, lo está viendo de arriba, pero en realidad, piense cómo lo está. ¿Qué sería esto? What would it be?
Could be the width.
Could be the width. Excellent. Yes, it is the width. Okay. It's the width. It's not the height. Okay. It's not the height because when you look at the table, you look at the table like this. Okay, you look at it flat. You don't see it from the top. You see it like this, right? And what is important to know is the length and the width. That's the most important part of all. That's practically the only thing you need. Okay, so you need to know the length and the width. Okay, maybe your width could be 1 meter and your length could be 1.15 meters. Okay, fine. This is what you measure in the table, width and length. But there is a third measurement, a third one. Ahí va. Okay, this measurement, you cannot see it like this because we have the top view. Okay, to have the other measurement, we need a view like this one, maybe. Okay, maybe like this one. Ah, mira, esta está bonita. Okay, we need something like this. Okay, because we already said we already have the width and we already have the length. I'm going to put it again. Espérame, porque esta vez se pone latoso. Okay, we already said we have the length and we already have the width. We already have those two, but we need a third one. Okay, we need to know from maybe it's not very important. Okay, but we can also give this measurement right here. This measurement, what is it? Is it height?
I think the height is from the floor to the top.
Excellent. This right here, this is the height. Okay, very good. This is height. Okay. This is the height. Okay. So this part in orange, what is it? Go back to
Thickness.
the book. Yes, so very good. It's the thickness. Okay, you want to know how thick the table is. So this part right here in orange is the thickness. Very good. So this table has length, width, height, the height from the floor to the top of the table, and the thickness of the table. Yes?
Yes.
All right, very good. If we look at the counter in the back here, okay, for example, the counter, just so that I can leave this clear. The counter, okay, has a height from the floor to the top of the counter, the height. The counter has a length, okay, or a width from here to here, and the counter has a depth from here to here, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Vero, Luisa,
Yes.
Yes.
no la estoy perdiendo.
No, teacher.
All right, good. Perfect. So then, very simple, very easy. That's what you're going to work on. Okay, you're going to find, maybe you're going to have to find 2 different objects, okay, in which you use all of the different 5. Maybe in one object like the table, okay, you're going to use 4, and in another object, another piece, you're going to use 2. Okay, but make sure that in your two, if you find one that has all 5, perfect. Okay, but if not, find at least 2 objects in which you can talk about the length, the width, the height, the thickness, and the depth of that object. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Ok, todavía no lo vamos a subir, no, nothing, ok. do it in a PowerPoint presentation so that we can see your objects, okay, with the different dimensions, okay, and then we can share them with the class, okay?
Yes.
Yes, all right, so that's one. And number two, do this. It's easy, okay? Do this. All right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Ok, y ahí lo vamos a dejar para no hacer la clase muy larga, ok, para poder subirles este videito a su WhatsApp. Ok, got
Okay.
it?
Okay.
Yes.
Any questions?
Nope.
Nope. Órale pues. Entonces, primero Dios, nos vemos mañana. All right?
Ojalá y
Yeah.
sí.
Ojalá y sí, ya sé. Ok, cuídense mucho, bonitos.
Bye
Sí.
bye.
Bye, teacher.
Gracias por entrar.